Welcome back, my friends, to my last brain cell. Happy Friday, Junior. I didn't say this on the last episode, but I hope that you had a good Easter. And I apologize for not bringing that up. It totally slipped my mind. But yeah, once again today, I don't have a question of the day. I have a very random thought. So I think I said this to you guys before. Actually, I'll take that back. I know I said this to you guys before. I've been watching a lot of Law and Order, SVU specifically, right? And I guess saying SVU specifically doesn't really matter because I think all the Law and Order shows have some aspect of the lawyer side, like besides just having the cops do their thing. I think some of them show like cases and whatnot. So I've been watching a lot of Law and Order, and some of them have the cases after or some of them have the trials after the case has been solved, right? So my random thought, that's cray. Technically, the thing didn't, nothing fell over. It just kind of slid. So I'm going to keep that. So I've been watching them, and I've been thinking, I think, again, really random, my last brain cell. That's what we do. I think that judges are low-key Mixxy. And for those of you who may have never heard that word before, Mixxy just means like what it sounds like. They want to be in the mix. So there's overruled, there's sustained, like when the judges call, or excuse me, when the lawyers call for an objection or whatnot, the lawyer can, or the judge determines whether or not the person currently being questioned answers said question. And I was watching an episode earlier, and I forgot exactly what happened. Um, but the woman's story was getting like real juicy. Like she was giving up the tea crazy. Like they were like, "Yo, like, are you sure? Like, you want to do this?" Like her lawyer was like, "Please, Your Honor, like objection," and he was like, "Overruled. Like answer the question." And I was like, this nigga just want to hear her story. Like low key, he's like, "Yeah, I know we're here for the truth, but like this shit getting real juicy. Let her talk. Can't you tell this is getting good?" Like, and I honestly think that, I think judges are Mixy, like low key. Like they're there for the truth, they're there for justice, blah blah blah. But I genuinely think that some are there for the tea. They're gonna go home because like cops can't talk about cases. If you're on the jury, you potentially have to sequester yourself because you can't talk about the case. And I know the judge can't talk about the case either. But once it's over, people kind of have free reign to discuss it. And I can only imagine they're married, like, "Yo, babe, yo, check this out. Yeah, this woman today at work, she was giving up the tea crazy. She said she did this, she did that, blah blah blah." Like again, I forgot what the episode was, but it was juicy. And the judge was like, "Overruled. Let her talk. Like answer the question." I was like, "Yeah, let her answer the question because I'm curious too." Yeah, we both want answers, Your Honor. Yeah, I was right there with him. So, but yeah, that's my random thought of the day. Do you guys think judges are mixy? Like, do you think they low key want to hear the tea too? Like, again, I acknowledge that they're there for the truth and they're there for justice, but do you also think that there's some potential that that they are just there for the tea? Is this gonna work? Hmm. I know what I want to do. I just don't know if I can do it. Hmm. Come on, stop being a dick. Okay. Oh, it's too thick. Pause. Maybe I can put it in this way. No, stop moving. Oh, that's a problem before. It's just, I'm gonna fix it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna fix it. What you gonna do? Stop me? Y'all can't tell me shit. Alright, it really fell. That's what I get for cheating. Anyway, do you guys think judges are Mixxy? Let me know in the comments. And while you're doing that, I'm so used to saying pick your poison, I almost said it. I'm gonna get Cards Against Humanity. Crazy to say that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did some excess shuffling of those cards for Tower Stack prior to the show. I'm glad to see it work. We didn't pull a bunch of bullshit. We actually were able to stack some stuff. I'm gonna play around with it though, because it seems like it should be like Tetris, but I think I'm just thinking too basically about it. So I think I need to rethink my game plan. Yeah. Anyway, let's pick a card. Any card. All right. Today's black card says, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of blank. Honestly, I think the female orgasm would have been hilarious for this one. Just my opinion. So, okay, we're going to pick and hope that, all right. My fear is that I don't want to pull up the card and it be like the answer immediately. Like I don't want to see it. That's why I keep, all right, that's 2. And we're going to get 1 more. 3. All right. Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the Trail of Tears, crazy, of Judge Judy, of Spirit Airlines. Damn, these are low-key. The funniest one would be the Trail of Tears because that's obviously not appropriate, but it would be the most funny one. Judge Judy could also probably work. Same with Spirit Airlines. I mean, you know what? We're going to go for a reshuffle here. You know what? It could even be the black card. I don't know. If the black card is cheeks, maybe that's what we need to redo, but we're going to try again for these white cards. I think I need to have it face this way. Yeah, that felt right. All right, let's try that again. So we're going to pick that one. No, let's just go ahead and pick this one and then that one. All right, yeah, maybe we just got bad cards. Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the Wonders of the Orient. Men discussing their feelings in an emotionally healthy way, of many bats. Well, we're gonna do men discussing their feelings in an emotionally healthy way. I think that's probably the most appropriate answer, honestly, because the guys are gonna be drinking with their friends and just probably spilling their guts, talking their feelings. They get to a certain level of drunkenness, so that's probably the best answer. The other 3, like I said, I probably would have picked the Trail of Tears because it's not an appropriate answer, but that's what makes it the funniest one. But for this one, yeah. Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of men discussing their feelings in an emotionally healthy way. Perfect. That solves that. Yeah. Cards Against Humanity is kind of weird. It's not like Pick Your Poison, but I think it's just because there's a much more vast array of answers than Pick Your Poison offered. So, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys would have picked. Were you done men discussing their feelings in an emotionally healthy way? The Wonders of the Orient, Many Bats, Spirit Airlines, The Trail of Tears, or Judge Judy? Put it in the comments below, and let's go ahead and get the Wheel of Fun. Okay, Mighty Wheel, let's see what's going on today. Something random. Okay, well, I gave you a random thought earlier, so something random here. Something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, let's do this. So I recently watched a couple of movies that I want to talk to you guys about. One was called The Old Guard. This was like a few weeks ago I watched this. I was just in the mood. You know when this was actually? This was when I was trying to get the original episode 103 to like work, and it was just like lost in this weird limbo space, and I couldn't retrieve it. I was up really late and I was just throwing on movies. One of the movies I decided to watch was The Old Guard, and I only watched it because it was in the action section. It's on Netflix. It was in the action section. And it said that the second movie was coming out soon, July 2nd, actually, right? So I was like, let me check this out. Boy, was I thoroughly impressed. Wow, that movie was amazing. Amazing. It's about immortals who travel the world, you know, trying to do what they can to help people. And as, you know, cruel and greedy as people are, there is a guy who owns like a multi-million-dollar like pharmacy corporation that wants to use their DNA and their genetics to potentially create a cure or numerous medicines from their blood, right? To potentially help humanity, but it's really because the nigga greedy, he just wants money, right? But because of that, obviously it's very action packed. Like, man, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Charlize Theron was one of the leads. There were a few other people in there whose names I couldn't tell you, but it was really good. It was action packed. It had a really good story, and it led to a second movie very reasonably. I think like it didn't feel forced. So I am excited though to see how the second movie is handled. And I'm also excited to see who returns for the second movie because of some of the events in the first. I don't want to give away spoilers because I really think you guys should check out this film, especially with the second one coming out soon. Like it is a banger. Out of 10, I would give it a 9 out of 10 easily, even 9.5. It was good. Like the action was solid. Like choreography was great. The shots were great. And like I said, the story was just written like chef's kiss. Like it's one of the best things I've seen come from Netflix. Like this is a Netflix film on Netflix. Check it out, The Old Guard. I finally watched Sonic 3. That was good. I watched it on Paramount Plus. I feel like there was something else I want to talk to you guys about movie wise, but I really don't remember. That's kind of upsetting. But yeah, those are really the two that I really knew I needed to tell you guys about. But The Old Guard, I'm telling you now, you have to check it out on Netflix. Like I don't know how it's slipped by me all these years. I'm pretty sure it said it came out in like 2020, 2021, maybe in 2022. I don't remember, but it's a couple of years old at this point. And it's avoided my gaze for way too long. Yeah. I'm glad I checked it out. I'm excited for the second one. I will probably be watching it like day motherfucking one, to be honest with y'all. And I think you guys should too. But yeah, let me know what movies you guys are checking out. I definitely have to go see Sinners in film. Or I should say in theaters. I have to go see that, and I'll probably go see it in IMAX and the best IMAX that I can from the way Ryan Coogler was talking. You know what I mean? So, have you guys seen Sinners? Please let me know how you felt about it without any spoilers. Please, I beg of you. I've been trying to avoid spoilers about this movie like the plague. The only thing I've gotten spoiler wise is that Haley Steinfeld seems to be talking some crazy crud to one of the Michael B. Jordan characters, and that one of the Asian characters turned out to be untrustworthy. That's all I got, and that's all I want to get. I plan on catching it this weekend. I want to go with some friends, but they're not down for it. I'll probably go by myself. I need to go see this movie. It just needs to happen. Yeah, but let me know if you guys have seen it. Let me know if there are any movie recommendations that you guys have for me. And with that, I'm off this, y'all. I appreciate you tuning in and stopping by. Until next time, this is King Echo, signing off.